It's now time for another hit or miss.
Welcome to another edition of Hit or Miss, where I review the video games so you don't have to. I truly cannot recall if I've ever done a review on Dragon's Dogma, so here's what you need to know. You play a character in an open-world RPG who discovers that he is Arisen. That means he's not quite alive, and also has the capacity to summon creatures called pawns for himself. You can have 3 at a time, and therein the game takes on a bit of a Skyrim feel, only with more minions. The combat is amazing. The lack of travel methods, safe footing it, is tedious, and your pawns have a certain degree of both lovable and annoying irritation to their speech. Kinda like a 3-year-old with repetitive nature, but the game and its franchise are stubborn. It made little more than a ripple with its original release, but fans of the game speak very highly of it. Now there's DLC coming out for it, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, and you're thinking to yourself, well, there must be some special DLC to earn a review. Sort of, yeah. First off, the new content boasts 15 to 20 hours of original gameplay. That's nothing to balk at. And those travel issues I mentioned? Yeah, they fixed that. Sweet. For $40, players are treated to a boss that doesn't often see stylings of this type, in Death. Yeah, Death, the Wraith with the scythe. Anyways, Death follows the party around, doesn't regain health, can be fought and retreated from relatively easy all along the way. So, you're playing the game and have the option to fight a boss, you know, kinda whenever. Have at it. Dragon's Dogma went on to actually sell over 1 million copies worldwide. That's a pretty strong number. Boasting some of the best boss fights ever. Can you say no? We'll give this one a hit.
You know how fast you were going?
65?
63.
I'm freaking out, man.
Dragon's Dogma is out now, with the Dark Arisen content being made available April 23rd for PS3 and Xbox. 2 things. I watched Super Troopers last weekend, and the boys at GameNTrain should never have given me creative liberties. Now, I must admit, I'm not really a superhero junkie as we get to our second hit of the day. Love the movies, respect the franchises, but I've never in my life owned a superhero comic book. Regardless, I'm excited for Injustice: Gods Among Us. Take Mortal Kombat, add a reasonable bit of a storyline, and slap a whackload of DC Comics superheroes into it. I mean a whackload. I don't often use the word whackload, so you shouldn't take it lightly. Whackload. Batman, Catwoman, Hawkgirl, the Joker, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Greens, both Arrow and Lantern, Harley Quinn, Bane, Ares, and Aquaman, to name a few, will be making appearances in this game. One of the neat things about this title is that the strength of characters comes into play when you interact with your environment. An example I saw is that while Batman may smash Wonder Woman's head off of a car, Wonder Woman will, in turn, pick up said car and throw it at Batman. 5 out of 5 for intuitive environments if we're having a scale here, with some scene changes a la Mortal Kombat based on how well you bash someone through the floor. Slapping franchise titles on a genre staple is a little bit risky, but Warner Brothers have done it very well here. This one's a hit.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Expect to see Injustice: Gods Among Us on shelves April 19th for the PS3, Wii U, and Xbox 360, and there's an app for that if you happen to own an iProduct. That's it for this edition of Hit or Miss, where I review the games so you don't have to.
Got an idea for a feature story? We want to hear from you.
Are you Googleizer? One who speaks at funerals?
Now, I may be an idiot, but there is one thing I am not, sir, and that, sir, is an idiot.
Send an email to GameOn@GameNTrain.com.